All right. Are we on? Mic check, mic check. We're back. Don't Call Me White Girl show. Woo! Why you ain't screaming? My kid's here. My kid's here. Come here. This is my kid. Are you all right? Don't fall. This is my kid. This is Amina. Say hello. Hello. Say hello on the mic, because some people just listen.
Hello.
Say hello for real.
Hi.
She has such a sweet voice, and she's a Virgo. Virgo women are great people because she's a great person. You have anything you want to say to the people?
Have a nice day.
Come here in the mic. Tell them in the mic.
Have a nice day.
I love you. All right. Now you got to go. Her dog's here, too. You missed your spot. Oh, yeah, she's famous on TikTok, allegedly. Allegedly. Here's Dre with that camera. All right, Mina, bye-bye. Because I don't cuss in front of my kid. There's the dog. Yay, there's the dog. Love the dog. Remember that time Phelps kicked the dog down 2 flights of steps? Peter on your ass.
Why would you
that's
say
a joke.
that? That's a lie.
That's a joke. That dog attacked me and Phelps protected me. He had to put the dog down. The dog woke up a day later. Everything's straight. Mina, you going the wrong way, lover. All right, get your stuff. Love you. How was your holiday, people? I'm so glad, I'm not really, because my holiday was a little shitty, but I hope y'all enjoyed your holidays. The real holiday, Black Friday. Woo, woo. Listen, did you take you a TV? Buy you a TV. Wink, wink, Rhonda. Wink, wink. You feel me? That's unnecessary. This doesn't matter. Hey, that's unnecessary. Thank you. Rhonda's waving. So yeah, but we try to do stuff like professional, like Rhonda's like, but that's not working. So we just like, hey, we don't need it. You know what I mean? Thank you. Yeah, the holiday was cool. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I don't know if y'all participate in shit like that. I didn't get anything on Cyber Monday or Black Friday. Yeah, Cyber Monday is a great day for the people. I hope you enjoyed time with your fucking families for Thanksgiving. And I hope y'all took my advice and didn't take any shit from your families on Thanksgiving. I'm going to get to that more towards the end about fucked up families. Let me know how your Thanksgiving was. I want to know. Go onto one of those Breakbeat pages on the YouTube comments and, tell us how your holiday was. My kid's not listening. Amina, get out. You got to go. You said that 2 minutes ago. Hurry up. My kid doesn't listen to me here. I hope y'all home whooping your kid's ass. I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but I don't whoop my kid's ass, and that's why I'm in this position, Shout out to all the people that's whooping their children's asses right now. Is the holiday over? Are the kids back in school yet? All right. Nothing. I'm not getting nothing. Hello. Is anybody in here? Okay.
We don't got no kids.
Oh, you have no? Damn. Tom, is your kid back? Is your kid back in school? All right. Well, thank God, because the vacation is really terrible. That's like part of the worst part of the vacation is that the schools close. That was the worst part of COVID, that the schools closed. Because that's your only time to, be happy when they're in school or when they're away from you, I've been thinking about boarding school, like sending my kid away to Sweden to live in Sweden in a building because she doesn't listen. You know what I mean? Just send her to Sweden so she could be a nurse. She's going. Love you so much. No, really, all you girls because people always ask me about being a mom and da-da-da. Being a mom really, really sucks. It's because it's unrewarding. You don't get anything for it. They don't give you any good. What's the opposite of a demerit? Do you know the opposite of a demerit? I don't know, a bonus. They don't get anything. You barely get Mother's Day gifts because they'll get a card and glue macaroni noodles on it. You know what I mean? I don't want that shit. I want something expensive. You know what I mean? Get together and get me a nice gift because I take care of y'all constantly all day long. I'm washing your ass. I'm cooking you chicken. Having a kid is a huge investment that you never get the turnaround for. You know what I mean? You putting all this money, all this shit, and nothing happens. Most of the time they turn into really nasty people. They call them teenagers. That's exactly where I am. I have no idea. You have to get out. You have to take your dog outside. Thank you so much. Somebody help her with the keys. She needs keys. She lost them. Either way, any keys so she could sit in some car. She had mine. She lost them. This is crazy. It turned into I want my kid to see what I do. It's going to be so wonderful. And now it's a fucking embarrassment. Thanks, Amina. My point is made on camera. It's a shitty fucking job. It's a shitty job. It sucks, the whole part. And the pregnancy part sucks too. Do you know Quad Diesel's here? Quaddy's here. Quaddy's a rapper and a model and an actor and a whole bunch of stuff. And he's light-skinned, he's cute. He's unapologetically light-skinned. You know what I mean? He's smiling selfies. You feel me? That's a real light-skinned nigga right there. You understand? I love Quaddy's music. You gotta check Quaddy out. But no, like people have this huge misconception about pregnancy, and it's like, Quaddy, don't get your girlfriend pregnant. Don't do it. Quaddy, I want to tell you this personally. My butthole, right, looks nothing like it used to. You know what I mean? Like the butthole I had 11 years ago is not here anymore. No fault of my own. You follow what I'm saying? It's not from butt fucking. It's from having a kid. You know? It's graphic, but like I looked at a butthole like that little special thing that winks at you. You know, back shot, just winking. Like, hey, boy. Right? That's not what's going on. Like my butthole's not winking cutely anymore. You know what I mean? It's horrible. It's bad. You get hemorrhoids from having kids. It's rough. Like everything changes. Everything changes on you. You're pregnant for a year. You're pregnant for a whole year. It's like a prison sentence. You're pregnant for a year and you can't do none of the stuff you like drink. You know what I mean? You're confused about the butthole. Do you want to get into it? I look at that motherfucker all the time. I look at my bottom carriage. I check it out.
It's puckering now?
It's weird. I'll show you, Phelps. You know how we get down. I'll show you. I'll show you later if you want. It's up to you. It's not a joke. No, but it's just not cute like it was. You know what I mean? It's not even bleachable. Because I always wanted to try like the bleach your butthole. Anybody in here bleach their buttholes yet? Wow, you have. How was it? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, don't rush to have kids though, because it's such a fucking sacrifice. It's such a huge thing. Sad moment. Virgil from Off-White died. That's terrible. And he was sick for years, and he couldn't even tell nobody he was sick. You know what that made me think of? Chadwick Boseman, because it was the same thing. Like, boom, he's gone. He's been sick. And the thing about Chadwick that was crazy to me was people were, and that's exactly why Virgil probably made it a private thing, because people would attack his looks, how small he was. Now, nobody knows that he's going through fucking chemotherapy, and that's why he's getting slim like that. But they're literally you need to gain weight. Like, can you imagine? You getting all your strength, the strength up you have left to go get some terrible chemical in your body to fight this terrible cancer that you have. And then you got to deal with motherfuckers talking about that you're skinny or you're fat or you ashy. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. I totally understand why he wouldn't tell anybody he's sick. It's really sad that he's gone. And Off-White numbers are fucking crazy. Have you seen it? My sneakers, I have Off-White sneakers. They were around $1,500. Phelps said I can get 20 grand. Didn't you, Phelps? Whatever. Phelps said I can get at least 10 grand. You know what I mean? Sell that Off-White shit. I guess you keep it if you like a big fan, right? Would you sell it? Would you keep it? What would you do?
Keep
I know
it.
you'll have some.
I would keep it.
It depends on what they give it for.
Listen,
They give it 20,000.
everything, with the right price, everything's for sale.
Nah, I was saying the Off-White ones,
Cool,
they
too.
probably went up to that.
Oh, for sure.
I'm with it. I don't give a fuck. I sell the coat off my back. Y'all know I used to sell clothes. I can't talk about it because I used to steal them, Dre. But I used to sell clothes for a long time. So I'm with the selling the coat off your back. I want a coat just like yours. Up, tag still on it. You can take that. I'm with that. I mean, I can't front. I don't know a lot about Virgil, but the stuff that's coming out today, he seemed like a really, really nice guy. Like people, you know how people do. I just said that. I literally just said how niggas act, and boom, we're here. Virgil profile pictures, and you ain't got one piece of Off-White, or you have a keychain. No shade, you know what I mean? Pay homage, whatever. Change your young Dolph profile picture to Virgil. You got to be on something, right? You got to ride some wave. That's fine. I'm no hater. Although, that shit is crazy, you know, the posting of the text and the DMs. I've seen some posted text and DMs from Virgil, and they were all really nice ones. People like, oh, my son wants to be a fashion designer. He's writing back a paragraph of what he could do for people. And then he's black, and he got so much stuff done in that industry that is very white. Fashion industry is super white. At the top, they're white as fuck. Like, every nigga I know has a clothing line. We're going to shout out black businesses, right, Tom? We're going to shout out black businesses. I have a black business on right now. This is Joyride. Shout out to Joyride. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but shout out to Olu from Joyride. Every nigga I know got a clothing line. But some are, they just a little better than others because of the way the fabric feels on you or the shit is cute. I'm a huge Joyride fan. You can wash it and the zipper stays. This J is not going to peel. I wore something on this very show, and the whole fucking letter is gone. Like I couldn't wear it again. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only one letter left when it was two, Dre. One's gone because I washed it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but shout out to Virgil though. That's sad. And shout out to everybody trying to make $1 off of it because you know how we get down. Everybody was talking about the Sweetie Baby thing. I don't know if y'all saw that. Did y'all see that? Sweetie went on a date with somebody. They zoomed in on this nigga's shoe and his pinky ring, and they figured out it was Baby. So Sweetie got Baby. Boop. What I call that? A motherfucking win. Round the mouth open. That's a motherfucking score. What?
He said he's single though.
Damn, is he?
I heard
my whole
I heard
shit.
that Quavo was going after
Jada. Heard the same
he
shit.
said let
We
the
could
games
swap
begin.
it out.
Oh, they trading?
He said we can swap. He said we can swap it out. He said we can switch.
Yeah, when it went viral, he posted like we can swap, like some old hip hop.
Oh, Quavo,
So
Quavo said that?
did,
So
yes.
right there, that right there was like reverse psychology because now it made them feel like, damn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go get her, and then we just switched. So now it's like makes you seem like
To y'all, to the men here, is Sweetie now a hoe for that? Is that hoe-ish?
Nah.
I mean, I feel like
She's
when
a
you're
baby.
rich, you're not gonna date nobody under your means majority of the time. But I feel like a lot of these people do recycle the same women. So I'd probably be the first to branch out.
The first rapper to branch out?
Bring some fire shit from the city up. You know what I mean?
I think that women get a lot of flack for that. Like a woman will date 3 basketball players, and then it's like, oh, she only likes basketball players. That's my whole thing. They're pissing me off because they're literally agreeing with what the fuck I'm saying. But that's exactly what I feel. I feel like once you date upper echelon guys and you dating men that are fucking rich or men that are in the life or in the industry or whatever, how can you date the guy from Target after that? You know what I'm saying? Like how? Because you already used to certain shit. You used to go into the spa. You used to ride in the back of the car with the curtain and shit. How do you go from that to split in a Uber with JoJo? No shade to JoJo's. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's staying in your lane. I think women get like dragged for that shit constantly, and I don't think it's draggable. I think that for the most part, it's like you staying in your fucking arena. You staying on your lane, on your level of shit. Not to mention fame is rough. So it's like, even for me, like I can't imagine like dating a guy that wasn't with that shit in a way, because just like people talk about you and they take your picture and you might make it into a blog and you might, might.
Little
Like-
Baby just trying to crease and he got caught. That's what happened.
You think so? That's why he's pissed? Because he seems irritated by it. He didn't seem happy about it. I don't know. I'll say this. He got a face for radio. Little baby. He ain't cute, Dre. He's no shea butter model. You know what I mean? It's like, you should be happy with whatever you get. Jada, Sweetie, whatever. He's ugly. He's very ugly. I don't think it's wrong to say that. I think he knows he's ugly. I don't think that's mean. Is that mean? And I think Baby's like, he's ugly and he's little. He's a little ugly guy. He's a hell of a rapper. Baby can rap his ass off. We will say that. Little Baby. You have to say Little Baby because the other one is Big Baby. What's the other one? The Baby. The Baby used to wear Pampers. The Baby is going out sad on Instagram. The Baby is bugging out Instagram. The Baby just posted his kid and said in the caption, "I can't wait to put your boyfriend on a t-shirt." Yikes. Wow. He said that. That's on his
He
main
can't
page.
joke?
You can't.
That
not right,
joke-
Not right now. He can't.
That joke is just too negative for a baby post. You know what I mean? It's like, why are we talking about murder and your baby? And then it's already all this drama around your baby and the baby mom
I'm going to
and
say
the
this.
family.
I think he took it too far, but fathers always joke about how they got to do something to their...
to murder them, though? Like to make
They
an RP shirt?
I got to get a gun now. That's like a thing. Or I got to go get my... That's like a known thing with fathers. I got to...
It's cute way to say it.
Yes.
That's what I
I'm
said. I
saying,
said he took it
Quadi.
too far, but
It's
that's
especially at the-
that's a normal message.
I mean,
It's a normal message though.
We're not gonna act like he's not undefeated at Walmart. Okay.
He is, though. He is. He has Fort and shot
It's
motherfuckers.
four fights in the homicide. So it's
He
like,
undefeated, period.
You know, I just say,
As far as
let him say what he want to say.
You know who else is like that to me? Like they always get in the street fights and they kick ass? The fucking Migos. Like the Migos always get into little wrestling matches where they won. They beat people's ass. Remember Joe Button and them? And they walked off and
The
the way all three of
craziest
them
thing with
niggas
the
stood up.
Migos is like motherfuckers be thinking they not together, but whenever it's a mix, it's them three fighting. They be there. Like
it was one that was questionable, but we don't know if it was him or not, and it was dealing with Lil Baby. They said,
Oh,
Lil Baby
really?
and them had got offset, but we don't know if it was him or not.
Yeah.
You know how the blogs go.
This the thing though. It's three of them, and I believe it's a uncle, brother. I think it's like a uncle, a brother, and a nephew or something. They are blood from Atlanta, real, you know. So like, what the fuck do you expect? They all together. Me and my cousins together. You bitches better watch out, for sure. We at them bookings, and you see them bitches gritting on you because they will fight you to the fucking ground. Don't my cousins come? My cousins come to all of our events. They're all deep in their big ghetto glory. Shout out to my cousins. All 17 of them bitches, you know? They angry and they fucking. Shout out to my cousins. Yes, they're aggressive. They're aggressive. You gonna get that dick up one way or the other. I gotta bring you. Oh, you were around already. Did you get raped? Are you okay? Nothing sexual, but it was close. Well, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know. I might gotta say that off camera, but I seen you. Yeah. I'm like, this nigga's in the comments. This nigga's definitely in the comments of a family thing. I'm like, okay, something going on. For sure, yeah. Okay, let's leave that there. We don't know. We don't want to, you know what I mean? But I'm going to say, I seen you. You know what I'm saying? I seen you, player. I seen you, baby. Yeah, shout out to my cousins. But no, it's even that whole thing of like with celebrities fighting or whatever. It's like, I think a lot of people forget that these are regular people, real people. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, he needs somebody to run his Instagram or whatever, just like I do. Because it's like some stuff you just don't say. If you already killed in my opinion, black men are like target number one here. So if you already beat a homicide, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck back and be quiet and enjoy your riches. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers that die for your spot or just because it's not about talent. I know a lot of motherfuckers that can rap their ass so they didn't get anywhere with it. Basketball too. It's something about not luck, but it being yours. You know what I mean? Like this has already it's destined from whoever you believe in from the universe. You're the one that's supposed to make it, period. You don't want to fuck your own spot up. And I say that to y'all like I say that to myself. Because I just was on social media arguing for 5 days. You know, I make mistakes. You know what I mean? I clap back. Have you ever seen one of my clapbacks? Did you see it? What'd you think? Smoked them, didn't I? Did good. I'm very good at arguing on the internet. Listen, this is the key to it. You yell so loud that motherfuckers can't get back in. You got to keep it going. Brrr, whole time. Then you won. Me. I'm proud of that. I got advice from a comedian this morning, Tiz215. Shout out to Tiz215. He gave me so much advice. He did, and he's so successful, and I really appreciate it. Because, you all right? It's stuffy. Because, like, you don't have to do that, and you don't really get that a lot. And I am very new to this whole thing, man. And a lot of that stuff is just, like, literally a waste of fucking time. For the love of God, if you're going back and forth with somebody and you have a following, you have a platform, you're really kind of introducing your platform to this person because nobody knows who these people are. Nobody knows you except for your mothers. So why would it be me, the one to introduce you to the world? That doesn't make any sense. That's how you should look at it. It's almost at the point that you need to cash at me to argue with me. Because you might get some followers. You know what I mean? You feel me? Everything's for sale, Dre. Including those off-white Jordans there. 8 in women's. DM me. Listen, Thanksgiving just passed. I want to know, do you let your children spend the night at other people's houses? That's what I want to know. And I can't talk to none of you. Tom, do you let your son spend the night at people's houses? I don't either. I think it's dangerous. I think that, especially in the black community, when you talk about like molestation and rape and all that, and I know all of that is a bummer, but we just got to have the conversation. People are molested or raped or hurt or whatever by family members a lot of the time. And it's like, sometimes you holding on to those relationships with people just because y'all are blood relatives. These people don't deserve to be around you or your family. These people don't deserve to be around your kid. And yet still you're forced into these sick relationships because y'all are the Johnsons. It's people, there are families, millions. You know, my numbers are always shaky, but there are millions of families that the kids that have been molested in the family have been molested by the same fucking family member. So it almost turns into a situation of don't go in the basement with Uncle Tony, rather getting Uncle Tony out of the fucking house. I think it all ties in with mental health. It all ties in with therapy and how black people really don't. We're not big on therapy. I think that as far as in my peer group, people look at therapy like you're weak or you couldn't do it by yourself, and it's the total opposite. Therapy is for the strong, is for the smart, and you have to address certain situations because it's vital. It's like it's do or die with a lot of stuff. So I know everything. I'm a comedian. You fuckers are here to laugh, but sometimes I ain't playing and the shit ain't funny. I was molested when I was like 9 or something. I don't think I started to tell people that until I was probably, like I went to jail and got a counselor. I never went to therapy on my own. I was in jail and they force you to do that. It's probably the only thing good that they force you to do sometimes is to like talk to counselors and shit. I talked to a counselor and that's when I was able to say, oh, I got molested out loud. After it happened as a kid, like 9 years old, I never spoke about it to the point that I would think about it. It would make my stomach hurt. And then I would be like, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. And I was probably smoking weed heavy by the time I was 14. So if you figure if it was dealt with in a different way, I might not have became a pothead. Either way, my major issue with the whole thing, with just the molestation thing is that when I tell people that, like once I got to the point where I could say to you, like right now I say I'm molested, it doesn't bring shame or, it's a bummer, you know what I mean? But it's not like I'm embarrassed of it thing, you know what I mean? But literally every woman I've ever said to, I got molested, she says, me too. And then she got a story, you know what I mean? And most of the time it's a family member or somebody that's cool with the family. It's just a thing that happens. And that's why the kids staying over thing for me is like a fuck no. It's like, if we could cut this down, this chance of a kid being molested, let's just cut it down. And a huge way to cut that down is say, you can't leave. You can't go somewhere and spend the night out. And that's if you're blessed enough to not have a sick ass predator come in your life and pretend to be a great guy, and then he's your husband, and he's molesting your kid. You know what I mean? I remember being a kid and people's parents doing stuff to them and knowing that, and so much with it. So I just want to encourage people to like make a change, because if that happened to you as a kid and Uncle Tony's still in the basement, kids are inquisitive. Just because you tell them not to go in the basement don't mean they're not going to go to the basement. And this is another part. Parents, when I talk to other parents about things like that, a lot of them just say stupid shit. I had a woman tell me, oh, my daughter's so tough, she'll beat you up before she left. It's like, even if you're tough, even if you're rough, even if you are 9 smoking blunt since you was 2, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you're going to know what to do in such a heavy situation. For the love of God, how many women do you hear come out and say they were raped by a rapper or raped by a basketball? And they tell the story, and it's happening, and she might not even be saying no. She said no initially, but while it's happening, she's not even saying anything because it's such a fucking heavy thing to happen to a woman. So, and men too. A lot of times, for me, I'll be talking to male friends or talking to men, and they'll talk about their first sexual experience, and it's like, Papa, that's rape. You know what I mean? Like, you 10, 11, you having sex with somebody 21 that comes on to you, that's not appropriate. But that's so much of a difference between, and I always speak for my people because that's what I'm in. Those are my peer group black people. Like for black men, y'all are pushed to be so tough and be a player from the beginning and have a lot of women. That's like the cool thing. So it's like for you to come out and say, this older lady had sex with me or whatever, and you to look at it on a negative, people will clown you for that. Oh boy, you scared of pussy? I said it on this show. I said Boosie, Lil Boosie. Speaking of Lil Boosie, he ain't even little. He got to drop the little. Older Boosie. He paid a prostitute to have sex with his kid. His son was like 14 or something. He paid a prostitute to have sex with them. And people was like, yeah, nigga. That's kind of weird. It's a little sick, And that's part of the reason why I said some of the stuff that I said about him was because clearly y'all a little fucked up down there in Baton Rouge. Because that's very, very strange. You know what I mean? For the love of God, it's 14. A lot of these teenagers are fast anyway. You think he wouldn't have found no pussy? Boosie son. I don't know. I think that we should be more vocal about it, and that's how I can use my platform and tell about what went on with me or what happens to me or my issue. I split my kids with their fathers, and one of them is super, you could stay over there, and it's like, why? What is the point? you know. And I shared that with him before, like, yo, this is what happened to me. You think that's going to happen to her because it happened to you. No. It's predators out here that get jobs at the Girl Scout camp and they get jobs at the stepper team. The fucking Dollar Boys from Philadelphia, the guy that ran the Dollar Boys, the big dance group, came out to be a molester. He was molesting them kids. So it's like when you get into situations like that, these are predators seeking out the weakest of the weak, which is a child. Sometimes people won't believe a child. People will, like, you could get into a kid's head. For instance, with me, I grew up in a household where it was like good touch, bad touch. Don't let anybody touch your vagina. No kitty cat, no pocketbook. And I think you should stop doing that. Call a piece what it is. Stop putting all them cute names on it. You have a penis, you have a vagina. You don't let anybody touch it. Not even mommy, not even daddy. But even with that and all the information I had, I still didn't tell anybody. I was very scared. I felt embarrassed, like I did something wrong. A kid might like it or like the tingle of it or whatever. So it's like once you tie in all that shit, they're not going to come to you and tell you anything, even if it's your fucking husband. So you have to talk to your kids and you have to put some change into your life. Even if that causes you to make a phone call right now, make a phone call. You know, tell them motherfuckers to watch out for Uncle Tony because Uncle Tony raped you. And that shit is not cool, you know? That sickens me that the same predators in the same family raping generations of people. The mom, the daughter, the daughter's daughter. That's crazy. Like, and that's never going to change if people don't change within the community, seriously. Including therapy. Like, you send your kid to therapy after something traumatic like that happens. You can't just expect this kid to turn about, you know, fix that on his own. You got to put some work in, some effort in. You don't just leave that sore open like that. So, sign me. I'm damn near Dr. Phil. It's crazy. I'm so good at this. That was like my first serious segment. It went over well, didn't it? Wow. And I didn't even cry. Talented. Moving on. I want to talk about cheating. I want to talk about cheating because I saw something and the lady was saying something about I see some of you bitches and the way y'all look and the way your hair is, the way your body is, of course he cheats on you and all that. It's like, you think that if you look good, you won't get cheated on? What? Bitch, what? What are reasons people cheat, for real, for real?
It's a trap.
I can speak for myself. I've cheated on every boyfriend I've ever had. I have a reason. We wasn't married, nigga. I don't owe you nothing. We ain't doing it in front of God. This ain't nothing but a pinky promise, nigga. And I did this. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I'm cheating on every boyfriend I've ever had. That's going to hit hard for some of you watching this. But, you know, you might as well be honest. That's why I've decided to not do relationships anymore because I'm not that good at it. I've been cheated on a small amount of times. Had nothing to do. My boyfriend back in the day had 5 bitches we all looked alike. It was so bad because when I was, you know, you want to see the other bitch. And I purposely, like, made that left to see. Like, damn, she ain't bad. Big head, big white face, pink lips. Bitch look like me. You know what I mean? She had a stable of demonas. Stable. And I was the hardest to deal with. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. All his children look like siblings. Because all the moms look like Rhonda. I think that nigga was doing a paper bag test. You know what I'm saying? Colorist. Colorist. Shout out to these dudes that only date light-skinned women and your mother's very dark. Whoa. I find it strange when you like light-skinned women and your mom's dark. And your sisters and all your family members.
Why light-skinned women always got a thing against light-skinned men, though, and nobody talk about that?
I don't have a thing against light-skinned men. Light-skinned men are either Drake or Ike Turner. That's my opinion. Every light-skinned man that I dated was a gangster. And I don't date gangsters. You know? I think they're forced. It's hard to have this conversation in front of the fucking protege of light-skinned men because Quadi's here in his light-skinned glory. You know? Do you feel like, because as a light-skinned man, do you feel like niggas play with you because you light-skinned? Like they think they could do something to you or take something from you because of your color or no?
When I was young, definitely. When I was young, definitely, yeah. But not now. I feel like the way I carry myself, niggas
For sure.
would just be playing with me. But like, yeah, when I was young, I definitely felt like it was just getting tested just because I look how I look.
Yeah.
Not no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Growing up though.
I mean, I feel like as a girl, that's how it was for me. Like, and I also feel like, I talked about that before, I feel like we don't get to say that shit. Like, I love the fact that colorism is on the forefront, and we all know that, right? And we know it's not right that some of the things happen. For instance, you not being allowed in this section because you brown, and that shit is wrong, especially when you have these huge fan bases. Because I feel like when the brown skin girls find that out about you, then they shouldn't support you then, and I can understand that, At the same time, I understand having a preference. I prefer a black ass man, black is the night. That's what I like. But that don't mean if I met a light-skinned guy and I connected with him that I wouldn't date him. My daughter's father's light-skinned. Terrible mistake. Horrible mistake. But he's light-skinned. We dated for years. I think that on the colorism side, light-skinned people are not allowed to say that. That motherfuckers want to fight you and people think you soft and people want to. It's true. I'm not taking away from your dark-skin experience telling mine. And that's the part that irritates me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say how I feel or what I had to deal with. We all black. We all dealing with something, right? So why can't I speak on mine? But light skins, I got y'all. I'm going to be the leader. I'm starting a foundation, the Light Skin Negro Foundation. And I am the leader, sole proprietor, and I'll take all the donations. And I will divvy them up by importance of what I think. So for me, tummy tuck first. Because if I'm going to be the forefront, I can't have a fupa around it. Nobody's going to take. People see fupa, they think you don't try hard enough. Trap hates fat people. If they think that if you have a belly or a lot of thigh, that you don't care enough about your life to eat a salad with a vinaigrette. So that's why.
That's not true.
I mean, I feel like you could substitute that potato bun for a lettuce wrap. Just this decision. Discipline. Just discipline.
When
you don't
meet
care.
A chubby girl, does she have a chance with you? Pretty, but fupa having ass bitch. Does she have a shot?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
The BBW lovers, Quaddy and Phelps are pro BBW. I need y'all to know that. I love that about y'all. Trap, I need to know. If you meet a girl that's fat and she's a nice person and she's pretty, does she get a chance with you?
When you say chance, do you mean like one and done or
no? I mean you date.
relationship?
I mean whatever could come from it. Having sex, dating, going together, having a baby, getting
Being
married,
seen
the
in
full
public.
gamut.
Okay, well,
Be seen in public is a good
okay.
one. Yeah, Phelps.
Besides
Take her to
me
the block
being
party.
a pretty big guy, if you know me personally, my lifestyle, we wouldn't connect.
So the
I
answer is
act,
no.
I'm actually really active. I'm really into like eating well and fitness and clearly you're not into that.
He's really into eating well. Look at
Clearly
his
they're-
friend's face. Are
Clearly
you?
they're not into
You're
that.
into eating well.
I am. I don't real particular about what I eat. No red meat.
It's big Jones that eat right, bro.
It's a lot of them. Vegans.
And it's skinny Jones that eat horrible.
Join the regime.
Bad
man.
insides.
Gotta be two something.
I've personally never seen a big girl eat right.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but you do have skinny girls that eat a lot, but that metabolism, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
But the inside still.
Right, and that pussy stank because she drinks up with a Pepsi and a bag of chips.
we don't connect either.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I'm real particular about.
Well,
Got to be two something to do something.
listen, I'm here for that. Quaddy said you got to be too something to do something. You got to have a little meat.
No,
What's too big, though?
I didn't say I want them super
Too big?
petite.
He's
and-
backtracking. Trap is
and- and-
Know
backtracking.
me.
I
The
didn't
big girls is coming on Twitter. You know
let me
they
fix
are.
that. I never said anything about a walking stick figure. No offense to anybody that body type is
You
under
digging a
average.
hole deeper now. You got beef with the skinny bitches.
Man, hey,
You
say,
had 'em at
man,
first.
don't run up on me. You know what I'm saying? I got some sisters.
No.
But yeah, I mean, a weight is cool. It just you have some too. Like you said, my preference. I don't. I don't want you to weigh more than me. If that's just my preference.
Okay. So listen, what's too big for y'all? The ones that
Can't
like the
triple
chubby
my
ones.
weight. You could double my weight. You can't
Double,
triple.
not triple.
Like 350.
I fucking like Quaddy. I like Quaddy, man. And he's a fucking model. And he'll take a big bitch. But pretty, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotta
You're
be
gonna
knitted.
have to be like. What's the next time?
We saw a pretty girl. We went to D.C. for dinner. We saw a gorgeous girl, Maya. Shout out to Maya. Phelps was in love. He said her mitt was immaculate. That's Philly nigga for she's gorgeous.
Wait.
Yeah, it was just him.
Okay, I didn't go. I went to the hotel to go to sleep, but they sent me all the pictures, so I felt like I was there. And they didn't tell me Maya was going to be there in the beginning, Ron.
We didn't know.
I would have got it Red Bull.
Maya was.
You really ain't missed too much anything.
Trap was not impressed by Maya at all. If anything, I think you call her average, was it?
Couple Philly girls in the city that
What?
I had a girl that was over her, so it's like.
Even
I know
having
about
You keep
I
saying,
know about
listen,
3 or 4
Yes,
Mayas
get
in the
'em,
city.
Phelps.
No,
Get
you
'em.
don't, because they not 50.
That's the whole thing.
Nigga, Maya 50,
is fucking
bro. That's a
40
50
plus.
ball.
And she looks exactly like she did in that video, Carolina
the
Blue
point.
Kicks.
She looks exactly the same.
She
so
looks just like
That's the
Carolina
point.
Blue
Okay,
Kicks.
okay,
You know
okay.
what I'm talking about? This bitch
So-
looks but she thicker.
all right, thicker.
A fucking
Thicker.
blessing.
She not light.
She not thick.
She's not thick.
She's thicker than she was.
I guess she
at
was,
that
but she not
age.
thick though.
Okay, so at that age, at her peak, what was that? 20 something. I know a
assuming
girl
so.
20 something. I know about 5 Mayas in the city.
I don't know how does that. I don't tie that in together. Just Maya herself being a singer that was popping in the 90s for
I'm
her
saying
to look like that
you
now
can't
is
say
huge
because
to
her
me.
age is what's supposed to make me like, oh my god,
You know,
astonishing.
40
wrestling
plus
with
Mayas that look good like that.
Let's say if we compare her to.
Don't drop names.
about that.
No, I was gonna say
looked at her.
what's the
Bernice Burgos.
Bernice
I knew
Burgos.
you were going to say Bernice.
She not 40 yet.
She
They're
40.
around the same
She
age.
40.
They're
She's a
around the
Is
same
she
grandma.
40 flat?
Yeah, she 40 something. She has a grandchild. She had a kid at 20 who has a kid that's like 40
My
something.
grandma was 38. Fuck.
Unmatched.
No, it's factual. She's over 40.
No, I know, but she not flat.
We're not
40.
comparing body types,
like
just
over 40,
face wise,
45.
face wise, unmatched.
Yo, gassing it.
I think Bernice Burgos is a beautiful woman, but I think Maya's gorgeous. Like I think, and she looks exactly the same to me. She looks like the same person. She's just a little thicker, like a grown woman. Tom's giving the thumbs up. They saw her up close. They got good pictures and everything. Did y'all hug her?
41. That's it.
Did y'all hug her? You can't Google
Nah.
nobody's age, Phelps. You cannot. That's bullshit. Whatever the age
No,
is. add
Bernice
10.
Burgos is 41. Like I said, she just got
But where
her.
are we getting her age from? Google?
Yeah.
That's her showbiz age. So that means she's 50. If she's 41 on the joint,
So
she's
Maya's
50. 'Cause Beyonce
68.
probably 65 at this point.
So Maya's 68. That means she amazing. I didn't
You
hug
said
her.
Maya's 68.
I didn't hug her. I wasn't. She was getting a lot of pressure. She did. You feel me? She was looking nice.
Maybe it
Did
was
she
just
sound
me.
good?
Yeah, she sounded good.
That's what's up. Shout out to Maya.
She
I'm a
smelled
fan
very
of Maya's.
natural. I appreciate that. She wasn't like real whiffy.
I love the Maya and Cisco track. That was my favorite. I don't know how it goes, but I loved Maya. I loved Cisco too. I was a big Cisco fan. Drew Hill, yeah, for sure.
This is one of my favorites.
For sure. And I don't really listen to R&B like that. So if I like it and it's R&B, then it has to be fucking good. I'm not against chubby guys. I used to be like exclusively with chubby dudes, but like sometimes they stink. Sometimes they a little stanky. And once you have one stanky chubby dude, it's like, because remember I told you I dated a guy in the summer, his butt stunk. I smelled his ass. Every time I mention him, I hope that he can hear it. Like, I smelled your butt, clear, loud and clear. But he jumped in the shower instantly after, but the walk past was like, damn, that's your ass? I smell his ass on the walk past. Mind you, he totally stripped in front of me to shower because we wasn't fucking. He stripped in front of me to shower on some old, we cool like that. So it was already jarring. I was like, oh, shit. You know? Because it's like, I don't know. Because he was super hairy. He was hairy like a werewolf, and I smelled butt. Quaddy, and guess what? He has to remove the hair off his butthole, Quaddy, and that would stop the shittles. You know what I mean? Because they get caught up on that hair. It's nasty, but you have to wash your butt, and I think you should remove the hair. If you're a big dude, you have or a big girl, I used to have a huge ass. You have to wash that motherfucker a little more when it's heavy like that. Them donkeys.
That brings you back to the preference thing. Like,
Now you back on it. You just asked me to switch the subject.
No, I'm just.
You want to revisit it?
I mean, me being a heavy set guy,
Right.
you should already take consideration that you're heavy. You know what I mean? Which I have the most OCD. So it's like not a lot of people. I know people that don't care about making sure they're super clean. Yeah, make sure you're super. It's not about being clean because being clean will get you through a couple hours. You need to be super
Gotta be
clean.
cleaner than clean.
Couple showers, 2 or 3.
So now Trap's official statement is he doesn't date big girls because you're not disciplined and you stank. Got it. Basically. I don't like pick. I don't really have a preference, period. But I just like, I don't know. The big boy thing probably with me was probably like a phase thing because I used to seek them out. Like if you're chubby, I'm with it, like automatically. And I think a lot of girls just assume a chubby guy will like buy you stuff, but it's not the chubby guy, girl. It's the ugly guy. It's the ugly nice guy. Look, you fucking up with that, girl. You walking right past him all the time. Give Rodney ugly ass a chance. Ugly men treat you really well because you're cute. If you're cute, you know what I mean. It's like they praise you. It's like, oh, you're so pretty. So it's like, thank you. You never, oh, you handsome too, babe. No. I dated an ugly guy for years, right? And I remember laying in bed with him, and he said to me, exact words, "Shit, cause you know I'm handsome." I was like, this motherfucker's a psycho. It's nothing wrong with being confident or whatever, but you know you ugly. Don't you know when you ugly?
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Shit, I know when I look ugly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I hate the ugly people with the fake confidence, like, I'm beautiful no matter what they say, camera all in your face. Back that shit up, girl. Get you a full body, back that motherfucker up, you know? And I don't know, y'all like ugly women. I feel like a lot of men date ugly women if their asses are fat.
Ugly sexy. It's not flat out ugly. It's a sex appeal too.
No.
For sure.
no.
Cause you can know, I know a lot of bad bitches that nothing about them
They're
gets me
not
sexy.
cute, but they're ugly sexy.
I know a lot of bad women that are selling sex online and they're not sexy. Like they're just, because that
Yeah,
sexy thing
nah.
come from within, you know, if you have that.
Nah,
Sometimes you could exclude, however you say.
Yeah, exclude, yeah. Yeah. Like some women walk and just is
They
like,
got an aura about them.
yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gay and I'm thinking, I want to fuck you,
and
girl.
women be cute and they don't have no sex appeal, so it's like,
Corny,
Yeah.
cute and corny.
Cute and corny.
Mild.
That's what I experienced the most. Like a lot of the bad bitches that I can't wait to meet when I meet them, nothing. No conversation, no nothing. It's just like cute. That's it. You know, I couldn't date. I couldn't date somebody like that though. I couldn't be locked in with, but it's all about what you want. Because sometimes people just want like that cute arm piece, you know, to bring to the cookout. Right, like you a
Then
cookout
they
guy.
get treated like a trophy, and then
I can't do
a
that.
lot of girls don't like that apparently.
I can't do that. I can't handle like good conversation.
Yeah,
I mean, me
we
personally,
gotta talk.
I wouldn't choose the fat ass over the pretty face because eventually that's all fine and cool, but I'm gonna need something to look at.
So you would take a pretty woman with no hips, no ass, no titties over an ugly girl with a fat ass and a lot
Any
of hips
day.
and nice breasts.
Any day,
I don't even believe that.
any day,
Don't believe it.
any day. I'm telling you, any day.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Any day.
for what as what?
That's whatever. Like that when y'all say that, it's like, how do y'all know when you meet a girl, you know exactly where you're gonna go with the girl. You never know what it turns into, right? That's how y'all wife whores all the time. It's a mistake. You go to spend the night, that bitch is cool as fuck. That's why everybody go over there. She's cool as a mother. She fucked everybody in the neighborhood, but she's the coolest
now.
bitch ever. You know what I mean? So that's why you're there.
Whores, in fact, have the best personalities.
Who said
what I just
whores?
said.
Who said whores are to be looked down upon? You said that was like it was a bad thing.
Right.
You said and your wife the whores.
Me personally, when I see guys wife whores, and especially depending on what type of life they live, like wife and a whore and you're a fucking drug dealer. It's like I don't get that because when you go to jail, she gonna fuck everybody in the house. You know what I mean? Because like in the house, in your house, is gonna be some video he on his close friends, smack with your grandma portrait in the background, nigga, and you upstate. You know, I don't understand that part, and I don't know. I do think like. I don't know. I think that hoes get a lot of flack, but they get wifed. I feel like they get wifed faster than good girls sometimes because they're nasty. That's why you got to turn your nasty up, girl.
Yeah,
I would
what it
wife
is.
a hoe
Honestly,
from a
that's really
different
what it
area
is.
code.
That's really be what it is, though.
I don't know.
You
God.
say when some won't do, some
I
will.
don't
That
know,
really
I
be
feel
what
like
it be.
if my wife a whore from a different area code, sometimes like I done messed with a girl from a different area code. I feel like I went out to the club with her and it was like niggas was like,
Yep.
Nah, if I get
I went out to the club with her in her city, nniggas was like,
bro, if I get
"God, you don't even know.
You
If
don't
I-
even know half of what
Everybody
we
she
did to
hugging in
this.
this bitch right now.
you not wifing a hoe from Nebraska, you're not about to be hanging out over there.
He a rapper. He might tour in Nebraska. Damn it, they laughing at him.
What you call him? When did what's her name? Aisha Diaz. She
Oh,
from like way out
I
there.
don't know who that is.
She,
Yeah, me either.
Phelps is a fucking feminist. I love that about Phelps. Phelps on some old do what you want with your body shit. I have a lot of regrets for being so stingy with the cat. I wish I was a whore so much. I just wish I had a whole phase. I might have a whole phase in my 40s. I was trying to have a whole phase this summer. It didn't work. It's terrible.
No. But back to the horse having the best personality. It's like they already know they are a whore. They know what their role is. They know what to do. They're not clingy all over you because they got multiple other niggas. And then they give the best advice.
Whores got great personalities.
They give the best advice. They're not on no relation. They're not giving you girlfriend advice.
They're definitely. Phelps said whores have the best advice because they're people persons. Exactly. They really are. The customer service is fucking
great interpersonal skills.
Great. Really, really, really good.
They don't know everything about you.
I feel like if a guy, because that's what we're talking about cheating, if a guy cheats on you with a whore, I just look at cheating different than everybody. So, like, let's say I'm in a relationship for a year or two and he gets like a dick suck from somebody. I'm probably not going to break up with him. Or if he has like one night of crazy sex, I'm not breaking up for that. Now, if you go with this bitch, you done paid that T-Mobile bill or something like that, you got that little bumpy part of her sidewalk repaved, we done, motherfucker. Like, we're finished. I'm going to burn your clothes up. You know? Make an exit. I'm going to flip out. It's levels to that shit. I think that cheating is like sexual and it doesn't really kind of matter in a way. And I don't know, but people cheat for different reasons. Why do y'all cheat?
Well,
if you ever have cheated.
I'm not a cheater. But if I was a cheater, it would be of reasons like probably more nasty. Simple things like maybe I'm not happy at home.
I want to know the
or I'm making my or it's
for?
like me like making my way out. Like I'm branching. You know what I mean?
You cheat? You ever cheated? You've never cheated on somebody?
I never been like
in a real solid relationship.
Yeah, single married. You know what I mean?
Cheater at a point.
That's what the government said.
That's what I am now.
Yeah, but nah, I feel like I cheated because I feel like I cheated because a relationship started to get like school, so it's like
boring.
You do that every day,
redundant.
Every day. So it's like you want something new. That's really all it is.
You know what I used to call it?
But you still want to go to school.
Ain't nothing in this world.
You know what I used to call it?
But you still want to go to school though. You still want to go to school, but sometimes you want to skip.
Exactly.
I don't want to drop out, but sometimes I want to skip.
I call it. I want some strange. I got a little hankering for some strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I eat pizza all fucking week.
Yeah, I want some chicken.
I want a hot dog.
You know,
chili
just
dog.
like Trap said, ain't nothing better than new pussy. The only thing better than new pussy is two pussies.
Everything they say rhymes. Phelps and party. Yeah, that's 2 for 2. No, I definitely don't think that cheating really has anything to do with the person that's being cheated on all the time. Yeah, I think it's kind of. Yeah, a lot of me cheating was based on like trust. So I was always like, you probably cheating anyway, you know. Or if I find out you cheating, I already cheated, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That kind of sound like it got to do with the other person. But go ahead.
Well, in my situation, for sure it'd be like I'm happy with you, and now I'm not happy with you. And the thing about us women is most of us are communicators, so we already told you 20 times what we like, we don't like. You're not listening. Now I'm gonna fuck somebody.
Yeah, I feel like cheating back is like a rat. Like them niggas who say they ratted because boy ratted on them.
Yeah, I'm not with the cheat back.
Yeah, like you're not a rat. You're not a rat. If you're not a cheater, you're not a cheater.
Yeah, I definitely
cheated because somebody else cheated.
I definitely feel like y'all can't handle it like we do.
Hell.
Like y'all literally like, you gave this nigga your number? Tears in your eyes.
By the grace of God, you suck that man dick. Oh man.
I mean, if you bitches get caught cheating and y'all admit, because
the
first thing he asked,
you can get a box up now, but if you,
the first thing he asks is, did you suck his dick? That's what they ask. It's like, bitch, of course you sucked his dick. Don't tell him that. Because women, like I said before, sometimes we can be spiteful. So not only did we suck the dick, it came right in there. Hey, babe. It's out of spite. Joke's on you, nigga. Dick lips.
One time I seen a message.
You caught somebody cheating on you?
Yeah, I seen a message.
What did the message say, Quiet?
I want to suck it.
Ooh, she nasty. I like her.
Nigga, I couldn't breathe.
Yo, men can't handle that shit, man.
Like, damn, I'm sitting right here. You telling this other man you want to do?
I want to suck him. I said.
Good God.
Yeah, it's different. It's different with the women, and I know women that literally raise other people's kids. Like women handle cheating.
Or I got a boyfriend now.
What you mean? I got a boyfriend now?
Because I wasn't gonna be the man.
Oh, okay, so basically cutting you off because now they into something.
having a kid.
Are you available though? Like once she tell you, all right, I can't play with you no more, Phelps. I'm done. And she come around 2 years later, and you know she married with the kid. Would you give her some dick on the side?
That has happened.
This happening right now. Ain't it? That's crazy. So you a serial side nigga. You ruining relationships from here to
No.
She
She saw who I was. You feel me? So she tried to go find her happiness or what it
No, she
was.
didn't try to find a Phelps.
Huh?
She tried to find a Phelps.
Nah, he was like 6'5".
That does happen. Though. Like when you don't like commit to a girl, she'll try to find somebody like you.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Polar
But girls'
opposite.
problem is they always keep you around.
I don't know if that's a problem, but I know that I got everybody's number that ever got this cat. I don't care if it's 15 years ago. I still got your number, know where you live, all that. Listen, this is the dark side of my DM. I want to share a DM with y'all, right? I was sharing, because I'm very supportive of my people. I was sharing like a friend kind of his music. I shared a couple friends' music, so I don't know really who this is. I got a DM. It says bitch, and then it says stop posting my nigga hoe. So yeah, y'all gotta control them whores, you know. You gotta control them whores. Rhonda be so shocked. Rhonda,
Was the music worth posting
for
that?
sure, it's a great song. It's a great song, and I'm gonna stick with it. But I mean, just imagine that you working towards something, and that's the kind of people you fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. We gotta play the voicemail too. We have a voicemail. I'm always nervous a little bit when you press play. You never know what you bitches gonna say.
Hey Mona, love your show. I have a question. How do you feel about dating somebody that's paralyzed, like from the waist down? Could you date someone that was paralyzed? And if you couldn't, why not? No, I am not paralyzed, but I do have a crush on somebody that is, so I don't know. I'm wondering, but I'm kind of scared. Like, what if they shit on themselves? Let me know, girl. Smooches.
That's a really good question. That's a good one, Dre. Listen, I have a family member that's paralyzed, and he get bitches. You know, penis still work. He get bitches. I don't think there's nothing wrong with like dating people like that. You know, it's all about you and what you can handle. Because if you're dating somebody paralyzed, you are gonna have to help. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be able to put the chair together, take it apart. You might have to get a vehicle that has that type of, setting in it, or get it put in your car. You might got to go from your cute little two-door to a fucking minivan so you can put this nigga in the back. It's the responsibility that's attached to it. For me, I'm not, like, I dated two different guys that were missing an eye. Two. I dated not one, but two niggas missing an eye. Same side. Didn't matter to me. In the argument, what do I say? You one-eyed bastard, of course. But I didn't not pick him because he had one eye. Like, I'm not really, that's what you always say, would you date? If that nigga I'm all about how you treat me. If you're nice to me, you're kind to me, you're loving towards me, and you're generous with your money and gifts, I'm dating you. I don't give a fuck. We could bust down that motherfucker check. Them niggas get big checks on the first, from the 1st to the 7th. SSI, Rhonda. Fuck that. What if he got income and he don't need, baby, you could just have that SSI. I'm going to put it in your debit account. Thanks, daddy. You know?
And then go have fun with a nigga that can stand up straight.
No,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
My cheating days are over.
That's crazy.
My cheating days are over. I think you can have fun with a guy in a wheelchair. You go to a concert, y'all get VIP seating. It's simple. You go to a club, you can't go late. You got to go early so you can get the right spot to sit in.
Have that crazy parking, man.
Fucking parking, you get handicap parking. And when you get on a plane, sometimes y'all ride first class for free because they got to put his chair in the front. They be like, you can sit with him first class, bitch. So my vote is go.
She said waist down.
Right. I don't know. My family member, I got two, and they both, their penises work and they're paralyzed waist down.
No, waist down. When we talking about waist down,
Nah,
enough, it don't work. That's the point. Don't nothing work from the waist down. No, that's not waist down.
Phelps, okay. What I'm saying to you, ma'am, at home, I don't know, all the exacts, but especially if the penis works, why fucking not? So I don't know. And I know a couple people that cannot walk at all, but they can fuck. So as long as you're on my, and it's not just like you gotta ride them. They know how to climb up on your motherfucking ass. But people are survivors. You lose your fucking hearing, your sight gets better. That's human nature. You fucking lose your legs, your arms big as shit. You feel me? You giving Arnold Schwarzenegger from the top because you fucking adjusting to your life, you know? So you can learn how to climb up on a bitch and fuck her. So, yeah, my vote is go ahead and go with him. And don't be worried about what nobody think. And you definitely should be worried about who I did.
She said he shit himself. His joint don't work.
She said, what if he shits himself, Phelps? She said, I don't know if he would shit himself. I know somebody that was shot. That wasn't an issue, him going to the bathroom on himself or none of that. Like, he was able to handle all that.
Yeah, but
I just feel like that's your
In the
legs.
beginning,
Yeah,
probably in the
messed up.
hospital, it's different.
So,
But
so
that's
she
just
never
your legs
really
fucked up.
said whether or not his lower body worked or not.
That's what I think the diagnosis.
So I think that's why
I'm
she
not a
asking
doctor.
you
Let me
because
be
it
quiet.
probably doesn't work.
Let me be
At
quiet.
least she would have included that.
what the fuck is happening here? What the fuck I'm saying is the motherfuckers I know that can't walk, their dicks work. Therefore, they get pussy. I know a couple niggas in wheelchairs that get big pussy, designer sneaks on the feet, fucking haircut, lit up on the gram, and they get fucked. So my advice would be off of that. The people that I know can fuck. So what's the big deal? He can't stand up. He could fuck you. Ain't that the part that count? I would like to meet a guy that couldn't talk. My next nigga ain't gonna be able to talk, the motherfucker gonna sign. So when I don't feel like arguing with that nigga, I'm gonna just turn my fucking back.
So what's your advice if it doesn't work?
If the penis don't work, then that would be something that whether you can handle it. Like me, I dated somebody for a year, dick never got hard once, and he could walk. His name was Raheem, and he could fucking walk. He was shot 9 times, the 9th time in his thigh, and his penis didn't work. And you know when I found out, Rhonda? At the fucking hotel. I'm kid you not. We went to somewhere for a trip, and I hope you know I'm talking about you. We go to what was it? Buffalo, New York. We were gonna go to Canada. So I'm like, I'm giving him some coochie. We done did all this. I like him, whatever. And I was young at the point where I was like, look, I'll just give you a back shot because I'm nervous. So I bend over, right? Full spread, cocked. Nothing's happening. So now I'm like, oh my God, my butt must stink. Like that's the first thing that goes through my head because I'm like, why would you not, start? Nothing. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I gave it a little tap, little spread. Let's get this thing going. Nothing. When I turned around, never forget this moment. He had his t-shirt pulled over like a wrestler with his chest out. And he was like on his knees, just very sad. Like, and I turned around, I sat on my butt and I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? And he's like, he just tells me the story. I got shot 9 times and the last time was in my thigh. And what I said to him was like, why the fuck you ain't telling me that before I spread eagle on this fucking bed? Like, this motherfucker don't work, He was like, oh, you just, you're so pretty or whatever. And we dated for a year. A whole year, no sex. A lot of head. Yeah, I cheated on that nigga. What? I would have cheated on him regardless if he could do it or not. I don't know why he decided to tell me that way, but it worked because I felt so bad for him. It was such a sad moment. Well, what are we manifesting this week? We're manifesting good mental health, okay? Quadi's pro therapy, right? We're manifesting going to therapy, smiling in pictures like Quadi, being fucking happy, and fucking educating our families on mental health and getting that nasty ass nigga out the basement. I love y'all. See y'all next week, same time, bitches.